I got something in the mail that I think you guys are gonna like. This is the box with all the goggles, the remote, the charger, the batteries, and everything in it that you get. This one is brand new, the HiSingy Sunray. The journey starts here. So if you're looking to get into FPV, this little guy right here looks like one of the easiest 2024 ways to get into FPV. We're just gonna fly it around the house today. I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. Without further ado, we're gonna feature the Sunray from HiSingy. This is our little 5.8 antenna sticking out back here. It's a dipole antenna. Looks like we have an LED back there. And let's just plug in a battery for funsies here. It slides in like that. Makes that cool little startup chime. You just want to get it flat as soon as possible. Right now it's looking for the transmitter. Now you can also get this 4-in-1 charging hub. It has HiSingy there. It has some heat sinks on the side and some venting. And the batteries are super easy to charge. You just boop, pop them in right there, and when it's white, it's charging. When it's totally blue there, you'll see that the charging is complete. And these are the FPV goggles that you get along with your drone. If we do want to turn them on the very bottom, there's a power button right here. Next to that is the 18650 Lion Bay right here. So lift this up, you can take that out and replace it with a new one. So you can have a backup battery along with you if you're out flying around for the day and this one dies on you. And this is the 2.4 transmitter. It does have kind of a self-centering stick this side, so it should be pretty stable, fairly similar to a DJI drone, but it doesn't have position hold. And this is the power button, the start engines button. On the back, we also have 18650 access on the remote as well. There's one fresh in there for us, which is cool. Okay, now it's time to bind up your drone. If you bought one of the Sunrays, you're probably gonna need to bind it. So go ahead and grab your radio. We're not gonna turn the radio on yet, but what you wanna do is pry the side of your Sunray up like this, kind of maybe with your fingernail. Don't use a tool here because it'll just snap up. And there's a little button right here. It's really hard to see probably on the video, but there is a flat button right here. If you press it with your fingernail, you can feel it kind of go in. And you want it to go all the way in. And what we're gonna do is press the battery in while you're holding it down for 3 seconds. That's gonna put this drone into bind mode. So hold down the button, 1, 2, 3. Set it level. Now I'm gonna turn on my radio, but I'm gonna hold the L1 button here and the power button at the same time. And when we start it up, it should go into bind mode here. So now we're pairing it up with the radio. I see that I have a solid blue light back here and a blue light on the transmitter. So now we should be able to fly. We're gonna fly in line of sight first. So what you wanna do first is press your start engine button. And like I said, guys, you want to go ahead and stand behind your drone so that when you take off for the first time, everything is left, right, forward, and back for you. So start your engines. We're good to go there. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. And this should be your first battery. But it appears to be, I mean, flying pretty level. If I can fly it right up to the camera, that's pretty cool. It's like touching the camera lens. And I'm gonna leave this sound in here so you guys can hear what this little guy sounds like. Just go a little forward there. It's pretty controllable. Now I've been flying these things for over 10 years, so it's gonna take some practice with your left-right orientation, but that's pretty cool. So let's come over here and land all the way down. Hey, it kind of like turns itself off once it lands on the counter. So I think we should strap up the goggles and go ahead and do some flying. All right, guys, I have this pair of SkyZone 04Xs. These are super nice. You can use these with any of the HiSingy drones because they run 5.8 video, which is good for, this called analog video in the FPV community. So if you're brand new to this, this is analog video. And I'm not gonna wear those goggles. I know people wanna see me wear these. Just gonna double check that we're recording on here because HiSingy didn't send me their recording module. I really wish they would have, but they didn't. So I'm recording on the SkyZones now. The 04Xs are recording and I can strap these guys up and hopefully you guys can see in the camera view now. And I'm just gonna leave the camera over here going so we can talk about this drone as we're going here. And I haven't hooked it up to the app at all. So right now, maybe I'm not recording my progress, but I'm gonna go ahead and start my motors. And I just wanna fly. So I'm gonna come up slowly. It's showing me throttle percentage on the left-hand side. It says my feet and meters on the right-hand side. I don't think that's quite true because it says that I'm like 34 feet to 50 feet in the air. HiSingy up top, channel 1 on the VTX up at the top left. Are you seeing kind of the same thing I'm seeing here? It's really predictable. Right now I got 3.8 volts, that's good. This is a 1S, around a 600 milliamp battery. And the better you get at flying, you're gonna know kind of like driving a car. You're gonna know where the edge of your drone is, so you're not gonna bump things. So I'm already kind of finding like gaps and things around the house and able to do that. Whoa, oh, there we go. We had our first crash. So should I try to take off from there? I don't know, I'll probably hit the bookshelf, but we'll try to do that. See if we can get out of there. Oh, all the way to the floor. So that's what your prop guards are for, in case you crash so you don't break things. Okay, it looks like we didn't break anything, which is cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it back down on the counter. I suggest getting yourself a little mini launch pad if you're gonna fly outdoors. And we'll do some outdoor flying after this with the next battery. But let's go ahead and finish up this battery here. It still says I have 3.9 volts. Once the motors are armed, you're gonna see that level go down a little bit. And sometimes it's good to pull the battery out and just restart the drone. For some reason it stopped the engines just then. I don't know, maybe this battery's tanking on us. But it looks like we still got some juice left in it. And with the 1S batteries, it's not a big deal, but you wanna watch how low you fly lipos. So let's try out full speed test. So this is full speed, full right stick. This is as fast as it's going right here. So, I mean, is this one faster than the first one? What do you guys think? Make some comments down there and let me know what you think as far as the speed of it. This is full speed ahead right here. Maybe just slightly faster out of the box than the first one. I know a lot of people said they want it to go faster. The first one was extremely stable, and this one seems to be a little more of a speed demon. I mean, so far what it said on the box is, I feel is kind of true. I feel like it is getting faster and faster. So this is cool. You're building your muscle memory for learning how to fly a drone. It's so much more fun than the simulator. You know, my friend Brandon, I was talking to him a while back about getting him started. He's a friend of mine with a TBI, traumatic brain injury, and we had Brandon start on the simulator. And Brandon probably flew the simulator for about 2 months before he actually flew a quad, and he did great on his first flight. Second flight, didn't crash at all. So far I've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds into this drone. This battery is lasting a pretty good amount of time. You know, and as you get more used to flying around your own house, you're gonna find some places you can go with this that I feel like I'm flying better with this drone than I am some of the other drones I get. And this is definitely like, I'm making this look easy, but it really is kind of easy. Oh, and that's one thing about this drone that I really wish was a little different. I wish when it hit something that it didn't automatically kind of fall to the ground. I think that's kind of built into the firmware of the drone, but let's go outside now. Let's do some flying outside. All right, guys, I got the goggles outside. We're all ready to fly. Let's do some outdoor flying. I think you guys are gonna like this. Okay, we are good to go. So why don't we go ahead and just goggle up here. You know, this is kind of cool too, because honestly, with box goggles, it's not great for me. I don't do well with box goggles. I am a little bit nearsighted, and sometimes like box goggles I just can't see because they're too close to my face. Binocular goggles are better, but they're way more expensive. So a lot of people choose to fly with box goggles. I can come up here and say hi to myself. Buzz the tower. And let's do some tree exploration. Let's go up inside the branches right here. This is the coolest, funnest thing about a quad that flies really stable, is you can get up into the trees and go places where you normally wouldn't go. Unless you have wings and you can fly up here. But isn't that cool? Drop down through the branches, and I'm gonna hope I don't hit something there. Got lucky, made it through. And now we're gonna go out into the backyard. And this is where, you know, it does benefit to have like a better pair of goggles with stronger antennas. Let's do the behind the shed test right here. So generally analog video breaks up pretty bad back here. And there's been instances where I couldn't make it behind here. So you're gonna see some breakup. Breakup is natural. It does happen in analog video. It even happens in the DJI FPV systems as well, but it looks like pixels there. But man, this is a nice little Explorer drone. So this is one that my kids would love. So this feels like a step up from what they flew before. My kids learned to fly FPV with the original HiSingy one that came out. And this one I feel like is where they wanted the last one to be as far as speed goes. And one of my kids got so excited that he flew into the backyard back here and he was trying to fly through the rings back here. He started out trying to fly through like right straight through there, and then he started trying to fly through the rings. And I really don't think I can fly through the ring here, but I can give it a try. It's probably gonna, it didn't crash that time, which is good. So sometimes when this thing hits something, it would kind of turn the motors off. It's like I'm crashing and it would save itself. So just go over here to the next one. I don't know if I can get lined up for this. It looks like, oh my gosh, look at that. Sheer luck we made it through the ring. All right, I can stop flying now. I'm happy. When I do things like that, that's pretty cool. So yeah, you're seeing some breakup. There's gonna be some breakup in this. It's not gonna be the perfect, most rock solid video. But when you get closer to yourself like this, and it really depends on your neighborhood, like maybe someone's blasting some Wi-Fi right now that is running on, say, 5G Wi-Fi. But man, I'm already going places. You guys have watched my channel. You guys know how I fly in the backyard, and I haven't really made gaps like this with other drones. Hopefully I can get out of here. Oh, and I don't think I have turtle mode. A turtle mode is a mode that'll let you, oh, there's that pesky like drop to the ground thing when it, oh, I did it again. I don't know if I can make it out of here, you guys. Oh, let's go. Oh no, I almost made it. Press my start engine. So yeah, I think my kids are gonna love this. So if anybody's brand new, this is an easy way to just start flying. Now you see like the video out here is a little more sketchy than it was inside the house. I feel like inside the house it did pretty good. And you know, I'm really hoping that as we go along, that this is just gonna get faster and faster. You can see down on the bottom left, I have like full 100% connection to my transmitter, my radio. Down on the bottom right, you can see my flight time and my battery voltage. And I would say that that little measurement, altitude measurement on the right side of the screen is completely wrong. And it says on the left-hand side, we have 43% battery left. So I'm just, you know, I think we got like 5 minutes out of the last battery, which I think is pretty good. And these batteries are not super expensive. They're way cheaper than DJI stuff. I really hate to go above the house and crash up there. I just want to see if I can get some of these tough gaps up here, like around the ceiling fan. Nice. Ooh, that's fun. Yep, there I am on the roof where I shouldn't be. This is where I'll probably run out of battery, you guys. Now, we heard a stick hit the roof the other night on a big windstorm. I can go up here and check my roof. And like I said, this is the spot where I shouldn't be flying around. I don't see anything up there. Do you guys? No, I don't see anything up there. Little personal roof inspection right there. That was cool. And this one's under 250 grams, so you know, if you're worried about remote ID and stuff like that, you don't have to have remote ID on this one. As long as you're not using it to make the old money. the old moolah. This one's all about having fun. Freaking fun, man. This one is freaking fun. And I'm still going. I got 6 minutes on this battery. Let's go. It's freaking awesome. I just want to keep zipping around things and making gaps. That is too cool. Now my battery's flashing on the right. You see that 3.5 volt flashing? So let's try to land over here. Well, it's not a perfect landing, but nothing's broken, so I'll take it. All right, guys, welcome back in the house after the indoor and the outdoor flight test. What's up with the Sunray? I didn't show you the app. If you want to see what the app looks like, you can go back and watch our other HiSingy video. I can do a further in-depth review on this one, but this was just kind of like an initial flight test and impression on what I think about this one as far as the transmitter, the goggles, and everything that comes with it, all the things that you can get for it. Now the Sunray, it's on their website. If you go to like store.hisingy.com, you can see the different types of colored motors that you can get. It has different face plates that you can buy for the front of your goggles, which is kind of cool. They even have like different color, even clear pink and green covers for canopies for the drone, which I think is kind of cool. And they have different color motors, it looks like, on their website. So that's pretty cool. They're giving us a lot of like modularity with those motors. And these appear to be like maybe 1000 series motors, little tiny brushless motors with push-on props. So, you know, the good thing is you don't need any tools to work on this or even replace the motors. You don't have to use a soldering iron if you have a motor go out. I had a friend of mine recently, Brandon, with the quad that we gave him, recently had a motor go out. So we're gonna have to do a little solder session together to get him back in the air. But I'll definitely make a trip out to his house and get him going again. So yeah, I mean, as far as the price of it, let's just check out the price on the website real quick. You can get new headset parts, $5. New batteries are $17.99. The product itself, like the Sunray, I don't know how much that is. Wow, they have a whole bunch of propeller packs and different color props and bodies. And where is the drone itself? Okay, so it looks like it comes in on their website at like 2 different versions. The Sunray mini drone, you can get it by itself if you already have a controller, but you would need the controller. You can use your own FPV goggles, like I mentioned before. If you have some that you already own, you just want to get your son or daughter flying, or you just want to fly yourself on your own goggles, you can do that too. The ready to fly kit, like I have here, that came in my box, it is $349. So, you know, chalk that up to some of the other beginner drones out there in that price range. You know, there are a couple different options available. If you guys want some advice on what to get first, I'm always happy to answer your comments and emails. If you want to send me an email at dronecamps@gmail.com, I'll definitely give you some advice if you're somebody new wanting to get into FPV. But this was fun and I didn't break anything, which is pretty awesome. It didn't even get mud on it today. It's finally a little bit drier outside. So the sun is out, the ground is dry now. I don't have wet grass to worry about. And now maybe we can get both of our little HiSingies out in the backyard and we can have some actual drone races with our kids. So this is pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this one today. I did, and it's a very laid back and simple overview and experience of this brand new product from HiSingy. I was really stoked when I saw that HiSingy was coming out with something new, because I knew that it was going to be all about fun, and that's really what this little guy's all about. The prop guards feel, you know, fairly lightweight, borderline cheap as far as the plastic goes, but that's good because a new set of prop guards, I think on their website, was like $5. So if you break these, you should let me know, because I wonder how you would break these. But yeah, anyway, that's the brand new Sunray. Pretty cute. And now I'm gonna have to sticker it up, or let the kids sticker it up. They like to do stickers. So I appreciate you guys for watching again, and please subscribe if you wanna see what's new coming up this spring. I have tons and tons of cool stuff coming up on the channel. So lots of new releases coming from Gap RC and all the other companies. Guys, take care, and I will definitely see you on the next one.